was a big one we missed. Jeez. It's really moved in on us quick. Oh, there's one. Racing the weather. That's okay. You know what? At least there is weather this year, guys. Remember last year when it didn't rain for 112 days in a row? That sucked. Now, we're still in what would be considered a drought without question. We don't have subsoil moistures completely refilled, but we have gotten, I want to say, 8 inches or something across the last 2 months, 2.5 months. You know, nothing huge, but ample enough to get the crop in and up and planting good moisture. Just giving you a little bit of commentary while we watch this beautiful weather. I just wanted to get a video of this. Enjoy the ride. We've got, boy, that's another big one. We've got 4 acres left to get this seed lot in, and that's closing in fast. Lift up for that horrid pivot track. It's very difficult to detassel those, so you know what I learned as a seedsman, just don't plant them, and we're already at the line, so you just don't plant them. We're gonna have to turn the lights on, I'm afraid. Planter's down, but it turns on right on the line. And we didn't paint up to the line because we lifted up for that little pain in the butt pivot track. Growing seed corn around pivot tracks. I could make an hour video about that. Probably save the industry millions, hundreds of millions. Sometimes I overestimate my capabilities, I'm afraid. Oh, let me turn that down. Got the radio picking up static resistance in the background. I wonder how great that was in the video. Maybe we'll just mute the video. Would that be better? Can I go back in? I don't know how to edit, so you know what? You just mute the video and enjoy the ride. You want to watch the planter run a little bit? Watch the planter run a little bit. You know, look back through the catalog of my videos. I've got so much in-depth stuff. I mean, I've covered wow, oh, that was a big one, man. Sorry if I'm giving you motion sickness. I keep trying to get up there to catch, oh, there was one, caught that one. They're just coming at us. Trying to catch that, but watch that planter run a little bit. Happens to be some really nice light for it, especially with the lights on the tractor. But anyway, we have a lot of videos that go really in depth. I I mean, going out looking at root pits, talking about pseudomonias and trichodermas and humates, soil health, and higher nutrient dense gene engineering, genetic engineering, talking about how we have traditional plant breeding versus nutrient dense plant breeding. We need to breed more nutrients into our food. Did you know to get the same protein that you used to get out of a cheeseburger that our grandparents ate in the 50s, you'd have to eat 2 cheeseburgers today to get the same amount of protein. Just straight nutrients, if you want to simplify it. Now, it's still filling, and they say it's cheap and affordable and managed and all this stuff. We, as farmers, you guys have to understand, we really work inside some serious constraints. And like every other industry, you don't suppose the 3 largest companies that control the entire market share for everything that gets planted and applied on American cropland, you don't suppose that they might, I don't know, have an office larger than the USDA with like 17,000 lobbyists in Washington, D.C. So people talk about farm subsidies, and I got to tell me where these subsidies are that I can go get. I'll wait, because I've looked it up. Our federal crop insurance is subsidized, and that's it, because you can only buy it one place, the federal government, and because they recognize that it's so expensive, they subsidize it, because they have to. Otherwise, it would bankrupt every farmer in America. Let's see here. What do we got for total acres? We're looking for 20. We're looking for 31. 30. We better get out. Check the seed here. We better get out and check the seed here. Alright, you want to go check the seed? Yeah, come on. Let's go check the seed. You need to see the tractor anyway. Yeah, we got a round in that one. Some seed in that one. Ooh, that one's gonna run out. Tell you what, you got one row that's gonna run out. Otherwise, the rest of them are actually really pretty good, and they would make a whole round. But there's definitely one pass in here, so as pretty as that is, and as much as I know you want to just keep hanging out, I'm afraid that is actual rain right there, and I am just right on the line of running out of seed and getting stormed out here. So I'm gonna put the old phone down. We managed to somehow get 10 minutes of video. We'll put this up on the YouTube and see. Y'all gonna have to give me some views if you want me to keep doing this. Like I said, go back and look at. Let me know you want to go how far in depth you want to go. Seems like YouTube is a gotcha soundbite. Be outrageous over the top. That That's not learning to me. That's entertainment. And education can be entertaining. Yes, should be. You have a passion for it. But you want to get into it. You want to get into mycorrhiza fungi and the importance of it. You want to get into what a humate is, what a trichoderm is, what a pseudomonia is, what elements are positively charged, what elements are negatively charged, soil fertility, what's being applied, how we breed our seed, how we should breed our seed, what we actually apply, the positive and negatives of conventional farming, and how really we do need to switch over to regenerative cover cropping on 70 to 80% of our acres every 3 or 4 or 5 years in a row. They need to go into cover crops and then cash crop rotations. That's really what needs to happen. But there's so many people in this soil health game, they're just all or nothing. That was a good one. And that's not the way that it works. I've been doing this 20 years and I can tell you that's not the way that it works. Some years you got to just go do the conventional stuff, but you can do the regenerative stuff and it gets you so much benefit for 3, 4, even 5 years. I've got one field I have not tilled for 8 years, and it's like butter. I need to. It's got so many tracks and ruts, and I just planted it actually yesterday, and I was like, man, I need to till this field, but I just don't want to. But anyway, all right, I gotta go get shuffling some seed from box to box with a thunderstorm staring me down. Thanks for hanging out. Grow the farm up.